All right, folks, somebody asked me to show what gear I use, so just gonna run through it here real quick. For catfish, for like channel cats and stuff, I mainly use the whisker seeker rods. These are the catfish and carp rods. Like them, they got a lighter action, so they make smaller fish a lot of fun. And on these, I have the Penn Squall 15 on all of them. Seems to be a pretty good reel. And then I run 50-pound braid, and my leader line's usually 60-pound mono for the leader line. And yeah, depending upon, I use dragging weights when I'm dragging. If I'm anchored up, I'll put a river sinker on the 3-way swivel then. But this is mainly what I use for the smaller fish. This is a Mad Catz rod. This is a medium light Mad Catz rod, also with the Penn Squall 15. I also use this for the channel cats. Now for the bigger fish, if I'm targeting flathead, or like when we were down at Curra Lake last week, I also have Mad Catz rods that are medium action rods, and on top of them I have the Penn Squall 20. Those ones I run 40-pound mono for the main line and run 80-pound leader on those. I use the mono because a lot of times with that I'm fishing in the river or fishing where there's a lot of debris. So I use the mono because it's better for abrasion resistance. So that's the rods I use. The dragon boards I use are the B-Catz boards. They seem to work real well. I started out using like more of a normal planer board, but that you wouldn't get as wide a spread. These are actually made for trolling for catfish, so you can get a nice spread. They work well even in the wind. The tongs I use are the whisker seeker grips. I just got these. I did have a cheap Chinese set that bent up, so I got these. So far, this has worked well. It's definitely a lot more heavy duty. The bass fishing rod I use is this is just a Lew's Mock Smash. This is just something I picked up, I think, at Bass Pro or something the one time. Just a combo. I run 15-pound braid on it, and then I usually run like a 10-pound mono leader on it. So I use that for catching bait, bass, or whatever. The net I use is a monster net. It's the HD 80. Really like this net. Also nice because it fits in. This boat has a ski pole holder, and it fits quite nicely right in that ski pole holder and stays well. The scale I have, this is just something cheap I bought off Amazon. I think it goes to 110 pounds. It's a HEDA scale. I've had it for a while. It's still working, so about all I can really say about it. All right, so to go over the boat I have, this is a Lund Crossover 1875. I think it's a 21. But this boat, it's made for both skiing and for fishing. So starting at the back of it, I got 150 horsepower Mercury motor on it. Then for the rod racks, those are Smackdown rod holders with the multi-bars. This works really well because these fit quite nicely right on the top rail of this boat. So another nice thing is I can take these off if we're going fishing, tubing, or whatever. I can either take these off or spin them sideways out of the way. And I got one of those on each side. Then up front here, this is where my wife usually sleeps, on the front of this boat. I've got a Minn Kota Terrova trolling motor. That's, I think, the 80-pound thrust. It's a 24-volt trolling motor, and that is linked to the Humminbird, which I have here. This is a Helix 9. It does everything I need, and like I said, the nice thing is I can control the trolling motor off of this, set waypoints, have it go to waypoints or whatever. So anyway, that's all the gear that I use. All this stuff I researched, bought myself, tried different things. I'm not sponsored by anybody, although wouldn't be opposed to that because I like free stuff. But anyway, we're gonna wrap things up and we will catch you next time.